Here's another combo guide for May to correspond with the 2.0 update. Nothing too crazy here. Most of the combos here require 1 meter, they carry the opponent further than half the stage, and they lead to a wall break. None of these are for beginner players, but there shouldn't be anything here that's unrealistic to pull off in a real match, aside from some goofy combos I'll show off at the end for fun. I want to give a shout out to Pluto, easily one of the best May players in the world right now. Some of this stuff I learned from him, or at least tried adapting it in my own way. Check out his Twitter and YouTube page for some more advanced stuff. Also, want to give a shout out to Corey Dachi, a lot of insane May techniques on his Twitter, and Yomi FGC for always making great guides on May. The links to those places are in the description below. For each combo, I'll give a brief description while showing the button route, and then show a replay. You can also download these combos for yourself in the console version of the game by inputting the appropriate code. Simply go to Combo Search and enter the recipe number at the end. Finally, most of these feature Milia because they seemed harder to do against lightweight characters at first, but after more testing, it seems to vary here and there, at least for me. I would recommend these combos against some heavyweights too, so you can get a feel for the difference. Alright, enough talk, let's get into it. Mr. Dolphin travels much further now, and while that can leave May vulnerable, it also makes it easier for her to whiff punish at greater distances. If you have at least 1 meter, you can use this combo off of a raw Mr. Dolphin. Exactly the same as the Mr. Dolphin one, but now with May's 3K slide, a great low attack to quickly trip the opponent from range. One of May's simplest but stronger combo starters is close slash into forward heavy. This is great to practice for when your opponent has left themselves open up close. May has various good pokes, and being able to combo them into Mr. Dolphin and then convert into a full combo should definitely be mastered. I won't show all the variations of this one, but just know that the initial far slash can easily be substituted for crouching slash or standing kick. This one's weird and I don't really recommend it, but there might be somebody out there who likes it. It relies on May's running momentum to pull off, so this likely won't work from a standstill. Okay, don't be like me and do instant air dash jump-ins way too often. But this is a good combo if you do see that your opponent is open or you manage to catch them off guard. This one's really interesting. Getting good distance off of overhead kiss can make a big difference. Keep in mind that this combo is showing off pretty much the maximum possible range, so if you try to do it any closer than this, it'll be much easier to pull off. This It's easy to autopilot after getting a counter hit with Mr. Dolphin and simply run up for a grab, but there are way better combos to go for if you have meter. So pay attention to your resources and don't let the opportunity go to waste. Here's the same combo, although you do sacrifice some distance for greater damage. One of the buffs that Mei got is that her basic punch now only has 4 frames of startup, so it'll be easier to interrupt the opponent now, and there's the potential to lead that into a combo. The forward punch is important for every character, as both an anti-air and to challenge some grounded attacks. If you can react fast enough and you get a counter hit off of the forward punch, then I think this is a great combo to really punish the opponent. Mei's standing kick also got a slight buff, now with a startup of 8 frames. When the opponent is too far away for a punch to connect, the kick might do the job. Keep in mind that this combo is only possible off of a counter hit. These next 4 combos are very similar to each other, with the results only differing in distance and power. You can basically stick with just 1 or 2 of these and you should do fine overall. These all start with counter hit standing heavy, as that's one of the cornerstone of Mei's game plan. This first one travels the greatest distance, but it also deals the least damage of the 4. This one trades a little distance for a little greater attack power, but either of these 2 combos should serve you well, so just pick whichever one is your favorite. This variation is dependent on getting the counter hit from closer up, and it also trades some distance for a little more damage. Finally, this one covers the least distance, but it deals the most damage of the 4. Due to the new changes this patch, Mei's previous burst bait combo doesn't work anymore. But that's okay because we've got a replacement. Here's the same burst bait combo, but if they try to delay the burst a little bit. Obviously, this one isn't completely burst safe, but it's an option you can use to throw off your opponent. And if they never burst at all, well, you still get some damage out of it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bring up two of my old favorites again. They require full meter, but they can really turn the tables when you're in a pinch. This first one is a great reversal if your opponent is severely pressuring you in the corner. The double Mr. Yamada combo still works too. The longer you charge the forward heavy, the easier it is to do, but try to get used to only charging it for the minimum amount so that you're always ready to use it at a moment's notice.
Are you ready? Mr. Whale! Are you ready? Mr. Whale!
This one is pretty crazy. After doing overhead kiss, you have to do this weird and really quick motion to have Mei dash forward and then immediately do crouching heavy. It's awkward and not highly recommended, but it is pretty optimal off of the command grab in the corner, and it's really not as difficult to pull off as it looks.
Overhead kiss! You best, boys! Great Yamada attack!
That's it for the practical stuff. These following combos are just for goofy fun. This one is a full stage carry into wall break, but at the cost of your entire meter. It sure is flashy, but there's almost no realistic circumstance that you'd want to do this. Alright, here's a dumb one. Similar to an earlier combo I showed, this one relies on Mei's running momentum for the initial hits to land. And then it uses that crazy momentum from heavy vertical Dolphin and fast Roman canceling. This combo isn't entirely practical, but it does look cool. Now for the final one. Not only is this combo extremely impractical, it's close to impossible to pull off consistently. But if by some miracle you're able to do it, the damage is very impressive, especially considering that it requires no meter.
What's this?
That's everything I have to show off. Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep practicing and good luck out there.